Hello there. Today I'm taking a look at a white wine from northeast Italy, specifically Gavi del Commune di Gavi, so Gavi di Gavi. The producer here is Cantina Giacomo Ascheri. The vintage is 2021, and I believe this is probably a relabelling of a wine that is more commonly seen labelled as Cantina Ascheri. The Ascheri family essentially are Barolo producers. They first started growing grapes back in the early 19th century at an estate in La Morra, right in the heart of the Barolo region. In 1880, they moved their headquarters to the town of Bra, which is to the northeast of Barolo, and at that stage they were regarded as quite innovative viticulturists. Today the estate is run by Matteo and his son Giuseppe Ascheri, and their approach to winemaking is, they describe it as being quite non-interventionalist. I loved a quote I've seen from Matteo where he sort of says, I don't have a high-profile wine consultant, I want to make my own mistakes. I quite like that approach. Gavi, however, is a town about 130 kilometres to the east of Barolo, and there the Cortese variety, which is used to make this wine, is produced in 13 different communes, so we're about 50 kilometres north of Genoa here. And any one of those 13 communes can make a wine labelled as Gavi DOCG, but only Gavi itself can produce Gavi del Commune di Gavi, or Gavi di Gavi. The Ascheri family believe in sustainable viticulture and work with a group called the Green Experience to regulate that. The fruit for this wine is hand-picked, it's gently pressed, it ferments in, I assume, stainless steel tanks at about 18 to 20 degrees C for a little over 2 weeks. At the end of fermentation, it ages for 4 months with the fine yeast lees from fermentation left in the wine just to round it out and give a little bit more richness. Cortese is seen as Piedmont's leading quality white wine variety, although it's probably challenged for that by varieties such as Arnese and also, of course, Muscat. About 90% of the Cortese planted in Italy is grown within Piedmont, and the majority of that is produced as Gavi. The wine should be light, crisp and aromatic, with lifted aromas of lime and fruit blossom. So let's have a look at the wine, shall we? See what we make of it. This is a relatively pale yellow colour. When I swirl it, the wine's 13.5% alcohol and it's a dry wine. There are a few tears clinging to the glass. The wine isn't particularly viscous. The aromas. The first thing I get here is a toasty mineral salinity, and I think that's actually derived from fermentation aromas. There's that sort of hint of flint, gunflint. And then behind that, there's a limey and then sort of slightly tropical fruit. There's a lifted floral aroma. The aromas are delicate, but there's a lovely richness to them. So let's have a taste. The wine starts with a beautiful crispness. There's a sharp, lemony, appley note. There's sort of almost an appley bite. It's almost certainly malic acid there, so I very much doubt this wine has been through malolactic conversion. And that's giving a lovely long, fine flavour there. Right across the middle of my tongue there's this beautiful lemoniness, and overlaying that actually there is a creamy texture, slightly creamy taste coming from the yeast lees aging that the wine's had, that's rounding it out quite nicely. I guess the alcohol is combining with that to give a little bit of roundness on the mid palate. I mean, the wine is light to medium bodied. As I say, that freshness is making it crisp, maybe slightly angular, you might say. But actually the roundness of the leesiness, a little bit of fruit weight, is actually just stopping the wine from being tart. My mouth is fresh and I'm salivating as a result of the freshness of the wine, but there's not a harshness to that. There's a beautiful harmony with the intensity of the fruit. I don't necessarily think this is a wine for aging for more than a year or so. I mean, you drink what's available, I think, of this particular wine. It's deliciously fresh. The flavours are lasting so well. You know, for a wine for a summer luncheon, I think that's be a beautiful combination with sort of salads and lighter foods, or as an aperitif. A really attractive, aromatic, elegant wine that's very enjoyable. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find this interesting. I hope if you do, you'll like and share the video to your friends. I do hope you'll leave your comments below. We'd love to hear what you think about this wine, about the videos we're making, and perhaps you'd like to sign up and follow us on YouTube. But most importantly, I hope you'll take the time to join us again for another tasting very soon. Thank you very much. Bye now.